Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. So we just got done with the American Horror Story experience for season 12. Now I'm just coming back here to make the first part of my HES connections that happened in the past. Now the cool thing is that the whole American Horror Story series has been out for 2 decades now, and what's cool about this whole thing is that we're still learning more about the HAS universe. Like I said, this goes back to all of the past season that has been covered for the past couple of years, and I think Delicate made huge contribution for the past seasons. It was very subtle movements, but I think a lot of people did not pick it up. But I think that what made it cool is that, whatever Ryan Murphy is planning on cooking for future season, especially for season 13, which is a very prominent number in, cult, right? I think what's going to be cool is that, it's going to be interesting to see what season 13 is going to be based on what we have seen for this season. Like I remember Ryan Murphy mentioned that the witches from the Miss Robo show will be back in some capacity after Apocalypse. So Apocalypse was basically the end all be all, and I think Delicate is like the bridge that connects what's the future of HES and how it's going to connect to the next parts of the season. Like you could think of season 13 as the middle ground for the past 10 seasons and the other 10 seasons that's going to be happening in the future. We know that HAS has been installed or greenlit for 3 more seasons, and from what Ryan Murphy mentioned, he might continue HAS till season 20. Now, what's cool about what we just witnessed from season 12 is that we have a new hierarchy ranking, which I'm planning on releasing soon, about this season, the connection it has. I felt like this season had contributed connection with season 5, season 6, season 1, as well as season 3. These are very strong seasons as well, and the characters I could see it connect to several other characters in this season. With episode 9 from the trailer, we knew that, spoiler alert for people that did not see episode 9, I suggest you go watch it, then come back to this. So from the identity of Siobhan, and that she has a direct connection to Siobhan's son is actually Dex, and that is the husband of Anna, which is even more insane if you think about. And that from season 10 we saw that the aliens had contributed the perfect specimen, and how this is a connection to even further on, basically like altering evolution and implementing their version of the perfect specimen. Like the finale of Delicate opened up more doors for the possibility of what season 13 might, like what route it might take. What's insane is that, what if Cordelia versus this version of alternate of Coven? So we know we got the Warlocks, right, which is I would say the counterpart to the witches in New Orleans, like the Supreme, which we know is Cordelia, and how what connection Siobhan's Coven has, now that it's almost like the season 12 has a weird way of basically showing the ascension or the introduction into a new type of version of hierarchy, and that basically from what Anna has experienced, it almost like as if she was preparing for Anna to basically take the throne, right? And that the way that they did it from the start to finish from this season is pretty insane. And I would love to understand or know, out of these witches and the one that we know and love, which version of leaders that are stronger. And are we going to witness or seeing the first evolution of the alpha? Now we know Michael Langdon was a pretender, but like a natural alpha born character, which this person or character could use the seven wonders as well as the charm of the three sacred wonders to combine to make the supreme alpha. And it seems as if matriarchy is what Siobhan's goal was, and it seems as if she's serving or knowing there's something even bigger than her, and that she even told Anna that she is linked to her. So I would love to see what connection her bloodline ties in to the Scaphach or Scaphach, which is the very first supreme. It seems like every coven from the HAS world has derived from Scaphach. And seeing Cordelia and knowing what connection these two characters may have, and I would love to them to like have, or they have a connection to Mallory at some point. Also, the way Siobhan's actions pertaining to obtaining other abilities, it reminds me of the Countess from season 5 Hotel, Lady Gaga's character. So I would love to see what this season's gonna tie in, and it already shows that it paid homage to previous other seasons. Like for one, when Siobhan was being self-destruct from one of her witches that she betrayed, it almost felt as if she was self-destructing, and the form that she gave almost felt like, it reminds me of Michael Langdon when he tried to hold Mallory's hand and Mallory basically shrugged him off, pushing him, thus revealing his demonic face side, right? The pale face. Maybe, just maybe, because of Mallory going back in time, this could have changed the alternate where Siobhan and Michael Langdon shares the same faith, or it's like son and daughter, or it could be either way, mother and son duo, which that would make perfect sense, because when you look at Michael Langdon, it's almost like indicating that he's like the perfect specimen that was conceived from a ghost and a human. So it's similar to what we saw at the Delicate, where it took a lot of process for them to be here, but instead of having an amalgamation of a ghost, they actually got the perfect DNA. And that could connect to even season 8, how they tried their best to not let Timothy and what you wanted to be together, and eventually at the end of the season it was another recreation of the Antichrist. So this was a very strong season. I think I was very satisfied by the finale. Even though it didn't give me so much, but now that Anna's now the new Raven Coven Supreme, I could call it, how would she fare with this current Supreme of the New Orleans? Would these characters ever meet with each other? That is an interesting, dynamic that I can't wait to see. Will they pull it off? So let me know what you guys think. I think ranking overall, American Horror Story Delicate, I gave it a 8.9 out of 10. It's a very strong season from start to finish. I feel it has its dull moments, but I think overall it is a very strong season. So make sure you guys like and subscribe. The next video will be talking about the predictions of what season 13 might be, and I'll see you guys soon. Alright, this is going to be part 2 of that video.